Jl'hoops back in the video. That it, you know that answer. Jimmy on the Cherry Street talking about basketball. Now, topic I'll talk about today is we also have big media. It's October, basketball season's back, so I have to talk about that base season. NBA standing this year. I have it for the East and I have it for the West. This is what this video about. But this video is about the East. I have my East standings right here. This is my East standings. But before I talk about this video, I need to like, comment, subscribe to notifications up, and follow me on social media. If you don't subscribe to Jl'hoops, you watch this video, that makes sense. You know, I like this video, you watch it. Come on now, bro. Not making sense. Like, what are you doing? Why are you watching the video not liking it? What are you doing? Come on, bro. If you're not, how are you watching the video not subscribe? You're not making sense. Like, they get the 103, they get 104 up, they get 105 up. Come on now. They get the 105 up. But I won't talk too much, so we can feel started. Alright? With NBA Media Day being yesterday and the season coming up this month and it's October, basketball season is back, so we have to talk NBA standings. This is my standings for both conferences. First, we're going to start with the East. Then we're going to start with the West in my next video. So, watch out for the next video. If you didn't watch the video before that on the Celtics and the Pistons, watch those videos. But let's get this video started with the standings. We're going to start with 15. Number 15, I got the Brooklyn Nets. To me, the Brooklyn Nets had a weird offseason. We drafted 5 players that can't shoot and stuff. Like, they drafted that. They traded for Michael Porter Jr. You signed back Cam Thomas on a 1-year deal and no trade clause. Kind of weird and stuff. But you have one of the starting 5 is Ego Demon, Cam Thomas. They got Terrence Mann, Michael Porter Jr., and Nick Claxton. Now, this team, to me, is rebuilding. This team not going to be playing. They're the 15th seed. I think they're going to tank most definitely again. I think they're going to be definitely a top 5 pick, maybe a top 10 pick and stuff. But they're going to tank. Like, they don't have I think Claxton might be out the door. They're going to trade him, maybe. They only signed back with Sharp, and I don't see this team winning a lot of games. The most wins I can see is 20 games. They win. Or 30 games they win at most. But 20 games or 30 games. That's it. They're no other explanation. 14 is Washington Wizards. Washington Wizards have a great young core with Alex Shaw, Bo Carrington. I do like him a lot. Bo Carrington is a great young player. They have Aiden Johnson. They drafted Trey Johnson. You have 2 veterans on that team, Chris Middleton and CJ McCollum, who could be a great veteran present. You got Keyshawn George. You got BLI, but he injured. Speed recovery for BLI. BLI Kolobi. If I say his name right, speed recovery for him though. And I think Corey Crisper is going to get traded. But this team is a good young core. They're not there yet, but they're a good young core. They're going to get a top 10 pick. Most wins be 20 or 30, say like the Nets. But yeah, Washington not there yet. But even 2 years from now, 3 years from now, if they keep doing what they're doing, they could be there. But right now, no. 13, Chicago Bulls. To me, Chicago Bulls, yes. My people had them high, like 11 seed and stuff. Well, hear me out. They made play-in last year. I think this is the last time they make play-in. I don't see them making higher. Because, yes, I like Kobe White. I like Josh Giddey. That duo is good at all and stuff. That duo is great. It was great in March. It was good. But Jukovic, I think, out the door. Air DeSumo, out the door. Those 2 guys are out the door. I think Basbusela was a rookie favorite, and he's a good player. But those are the only big 3 to me. And my question is a lot with the Bulls is, like, you got Isaiah Coro. I feel you kind of got better for Lonzo Ball. Kind of got better offer for that. And then you got Patrick Williams, who hasn't reached his potential. You signed Jalen Smith. That's okay. You really don't have a good bench like that. To me, they're going to be taking. Like, I could see 30 wins at most, 40 wins at most, but I don't see that happening. So, Bulls 13. Definitely going to be 13. I think they should definitely look out for next year's draft to get a superstar. Try to get a franchise player. Because next year's draft, 2026, is crazy. It's awesome. So, definitely look out for that for the Bulls. I don't see them going higher than that. 12. Look, I want to make this team high. I want to believe in this team to make playoffs, make play-in. But I don't see it happening because 12 is Charlotte Hornets to me. I don't see Melo Ball being healthy this season again. There's always a season that he always injured. Every single season. Can he finally be healthy? Yes, you got Colin Sexton. I like that. You got Colin Knippel. I like that. But to me, can you finally be healthy? That's the only question to me. I like their coach with Charles Lee and stuff. I like him and everything. But you got Brandon Miller, who is a good player, who is a great player. I feel like that's it. But if they could be healthy this season, then I could see them make a movie in that play-in. But I didn't like the trade Mark Williams and having no center right now. So that kind of iffy with me with the Charlotte Hornets. And Miles Bridges, I don't even trust this young core. If they be healthy, they can put me wrong. But right now, I got to put them at 12 because I don't trust them at all. I don't trust them at all right now. And then 11, Philadelphia Sixers. I mean, what can I say? Paul George and Joel Embiid, both out. Joel Embiid, we don't know when he's coming back. He even said it in the interview. We don't know right now. The guy's out. Your best player's out. And then Paul George had another surgery. It might be out to December. So you're telling me I gotta trust this young core right here? Yes, I like Ty Maxey, who's a top 10 point guard, top point guard in this league. But I don't think he's gonna carry this team to a playoff team. With this core, you still didn't sign back Quentin Grimes. You still didn't sign him back. Like the same team from last year. You're telling me this is gonna carry that? Ty Maxey was great. It was okay last year. Efficiency gotta be better. But still, I like BJ Echo. He's a great addition. But still, come on now. And you lost that power forward. I can't say the name. Ricochet to the Knicks. Yeah, you lost that too. But to me, I think the Sixers are over. I'm going to talk about that in my next video. But to me, Joel Embiid is out. This guy never healthy. Paul George, I feel like he could have a comeback year. But the East, I like these other East teams better. And I just don't see it. Fully healthy, they'll be a top 16. Top 7, they not playing. But a lot of injuries. And you got Jim McClain, I forgot, out too for 2 months until December. So, yeah. Sixers, not looking good for you. I'll say 11 Sixers. Not looking good. I go up on the Sixers. And not looking good at all. I think this could be the last season of Joel Embiid in a Sixers jersey. To me, I'm going to say right now. This season might be the last year of Joel Embiid Sixers jersey. I think they're going to be rebuilding next year. The year after. But hey, we'll see. 10. Now we get to playing spot. 10. It was mixed to be a playing spot. But after hearing news of their best players out and stuff for till December, and their schedule's hectic. Miami Heat. Now, hear me out, Heat fans. I get it. You got Norman Powell to replace Charlie Hill for a little bit of time. But I don't think that's enough. You were struggling without Jimmy Butler when you traded him. We were on a 10-game losing streak without Jimmy Butler when you traded him. Remember that? Yes, I like Bam Adebayo, but he was iffy last year and stuff. I feel like he could be playing better this year. I feel like he could be an all-star. But you have no superstar on this team. Like, I said this over and over. The Heat are stay mid. They always want to stay mid. They don't want to trade for no big stars, no nothing. Pat Riley, what you doing with this team? Because this team, yes, you got Kyle Ware. I like him. Jamie, I like him. They have a good young core and stuff. But they just a mediocre team. That's it. They have no superstar on this team. They have no star on this team right now. And Tyler Hill, he's an all-star caliber player. Bam, all-star caliber player. But they have no star on this team. So, to me, they have no real point guard on this team, too. Terry Rozier, like, come on now. Like, this team is, like, mediocre, but definitely. And I don't see the team making far. 10th, without Tyler Hero, 10th seed. If they were with Tyler Hero, I'll put them maybe 8th, maybe 9th, kind of in the same range still. Wouldn't change me. With Tyler Hero, without Tyler Hero. But right now, I say 10th because they have a hard schedule. Their schedule is hectic. So definitely, I say 10th. Maybe we'll see, maybe they'll lose a lot more games. So maybe we'll see rebuild from Miami Heat in a blessing in disguise. Because they have a good young core. With Jokovic, with Kessa Ware, you got Bam Adebayo, you got Jamie Hodges, you got a good young core over there. And you drafted that point guard from Illinois. Can't say the name right, but drafted him. I like that pick though. So I say 10 to you. 9, Toronto Raptors. Look, I like the addition to Toronto Raptors. I like Brady Ingram. I just don't know how that spacing gonna be. Brady Ingram, Audie Barrett, and you got Scottie Barnes at that front court. Not that front court, but them three as your big three is just kind of questionable to me because they all need the ball in their hand to score. They really need all the ball in their hand to score. They're not off-ball scorers. So, like, how that gonna work to me? I like Brady quickly. I like Jacob Pachulia. I like those two guys, but they don't have no real superstar on that team. Better Eagles are all-star caliber players to me. And I don't really know anything else. That spacing, I don't know about that. To me, how that's going to work and stuff. I feel like they're going to definitely be not playing and stuff. They're going to be competitive with Grady Dick off the bench. You got Jamal Shepard. Jamal Shed. You have him. You have Coleman Burrows. Like, you got a good bench over there. But Raptors, no. Playing, yes. But I don't see them making farther than playing, most definitely. They're not really high on the Raptors to me. But to me, worst case scenario, if they lose a lot of games and they're not ready yet. And that's basically just going to destroy them. That worst case scenario for the Raptors. But I do say best case scenario, they make play and they make 9 seed. 8 seed, Pacers. Now, Pacers would be high if Tyrese Halliburton was there, right? But after that injury, speedy recovery for Tyrese Halliburton. After that injury, I got to 8 seed. Yes, I get it. They lost Miles Turner, I get that. But Andrew Newham, I feel like he's going to have a most player year. Most improved player year. Andrew Newham, watch out for him. Better Matthew, I think he's going to have a big year and stuff. Siakam, you still have Siakam, who's a top 20, top 30, top 40 player in this league. So you still have him. And you have Rick Hassel, the one of the best coaches in this game. I'm thinking to myself, like, hey, Pacers still could be in the plan, still make playoffs, so still be that playing make playoffs. Without Tyrese Halliburton, I get that. Without Miles Turner, who a little bit overrated, I get that. Who was the best defender, I get that. Best rim protector, I get that. But you still got Eddie Smith, you still got good cool players and stuff. Like, to me, I think to myself, hey, they can still make plays. I don't see them losing games. I don't see them being competitive. I don't see them still being competitive. I still don't see them definitely winning games, though. So, Pacers, 8 seed. 7, Bucks. I mean, to me, you waived David Lillard when you kind of traded him. Because I did this. Like, the Bucks have nobody, really, to me. Like, Giannis, your best player. This is the reason why I put the 7th seed. Yes, because only had Giannis. You barely having depth. You want me to trust Kyle Kuzma as the second best player? Like, come on now. You want me to trust Kyle Kuzma as my third best player? Nah, This is not the Kyle Kuzma from 2020. This Kyle Kuzma is not there. Because Kyle Kuzma is not it. And then you want me to put Miles Turner as my second best player. You chose Miles Turner over Damian Lillard. I think that's going to be one of the worst choices ever. Miles Turner is a good player, but a little bit overrated. I'm telling you. If you watch the finals like I did, Miles Turner was definitely stronger a little bit. So, to me, Giannis alone. You have Kevin Porter Jr., you have Bobby Portis and stuff. You have not Pat Covington. You have AJ Green. You have RJ Jackson off the bench. Like, that's okay and all. But you have Gary Trent Jr. too. But, like, the Bucks have nobody. Like, if Giannis go down, this season could be terrible. Giannis get injured. And after reports, like, he just said he want to be on a team to win. This is not going to be a team to win. They're not going to be far. And, yes, but Jimmy, there was a top 5 seed with Dame and Giannis. They don't have Dame. They have no second best player. So who's gonna step up other when Giannis be out? Who's gonna step up when Giannis have a bad game? Giannis got MVP numbers. Giannis gonna be an all-star. Giannis is a franchise player. Giannis is a top 5 player in this league. But other than that, I don't know who I have on this team. And Doc Rivers is a good coach. That too, but overrated. At that one championship he won in 2008. But still, I don't know who I have on this team. I don't see them going higher. Any other team. 7th, because of Giannis, that's it. That's the only reason I have the 7th. If they're without Giannis, I have the lawyer. And that's it. But to me, Bucks 7th seed. And I don't see it higher than that. I'll be like, you gotta explain to me why they'll be higher than that. They had no depth barely. So why would they be higher than that? They're not better than any other teams in the East that much. So I say 7th seed for the Bucks. Well, with Giannis, how I say. Now, top 6. Now, this top 6 was definitely hard for me in the East. Look, it was definitely hard. But 6 gotta be Magic. Look, I like Desmond Bane and stuff. I like the addition of Desmond Bane. But it doesn't move me to the needle that this team was the one of the worst offense in the league last year. It doesn't move me to the needle when they're not winning a lot of games with Jalen struggles at the point. It doesn't move me to the needle when Paolo was injured and Fouls was rising. And when Paolo came back, Fouls was down. And Fouls hasn't been great at the shooter. So, like, this team, the duo of your two best players don't work great together at all. They work at all. I think they'll work together. They're great players. They're good players. Paulo is an all-star player. I think a franchise could be a franchise player. Franz, I feel like can be that guy and look like a Jalen Williams kind of guy, but he needs to work on his shot, and he's not there yet. And I think, to me, he better off on a better team, better off on another team like that. And 3-point shooting, you have Bailey and you shoot on this team. Doesn't Bailey need the ball in his hand to score? So you have 3 guys who need the ball in hand to score. You have no real point guard on this team. So to me, I don't see this team being high. I really don't see this team being high, like people say. Yes, I like Paulo, I like Franz, but I don't see this team being a top 3 seed when you was a one-West offense and barely made it at the 7th seed. Barely made it. You won 44 games, yes. You were competitive against the Celtics, yes. But to me, you struggle during the season. And if they stay healthy, I still don't see it. I got 6 seed from the Magic right here. I don't see higher. I'm sorry, Magic fans. I like Paulo. I like Franz. I like Disney. I like their coach. But I don't see them high anyway. I don't see them higher. So I definitely say Magic 6 seed. Top 5. Hawks. Let the Hawks 5. Now, hear me out, Hawks fan. Look, Trae Young. You have your best player, Trae Young. And as a small guard, him as your best player is kind of questionable. But to me, you get a great addition. It's still there's a draft free ace in Noel, adding Porzingis, adding Nick Alexander Walker, adding New Kennard, and you have Jalen Johnson coming back. Richard Say looked good last year as a rookie and stuff. Like, you have a good young core over there. I like them. They standards. They not figure out you. You was the second defender there, and most of the player, Jack Daniels is a great role player. But who's the second best team on this? Who's the second best player on the Hawks? Everyone goes to Jalen Johnson, who was out for 36 games and stuff, and only played 36 games in the last season. So who was out majority of the season? So can he stay healthy? Can Richard Say show that he's not going to be a sophomore slump because he only had 12 points a game? He was doing good, but can it be better? That's a lot of questions for me. And Trae Young got to be better on efficiency. Trae Young has to be better on efficiency, so cannot be there. Yes, I like the additions and everything else, but your second best player, Porzingis, was out last year with the Celtics. We all know about Porzingis' health, bro. He only played 41 games last year. So, to me, you want me to trust that too? So, I don't know. There are a lot of questions with the Hawks team. I like the additions. I like the big 3. But, to me, I don't see it going higher than that. Hawks, definitely top 5. But I like the additions. I like the better Magic. But Hawks 5. And Quinn Snyder is a good coach, but is not a great coach. He's a good coach, but not a great coach. So to me, top 5, yes, the Hawks. And I could see them going lower if it don't go right. But I'm going best case scenario. I think 5 could be Hawks right there. 4, Pistons. Look, it could switch. Pistons could be top 3, top 4. If you watch our last video on the Pistons are scary. Look. Cade, I think, will be a superstar this year. Cade will be MVP voting. I guarantee that. Cade going to be in starting 5 on Netflix. I can see that happening. Jaden Ivey coming back, who's going to have an all-star caliber year. I think he could be a most improved player of the year. Yeah, Jared Duran, who's a great center. I like that player right there. Jared Duran, great. You got Isaac Streetheart. You have Mark Sasser. You added Duncan Robinson. You added Chris LeVert. I like the addition of those 2. I get it. You lost Millie Beasley, but Chris LeVert is a great addition. I get it. You lost Derek Schroeder, but Chris LeVert is better to me. And you lock Derek Robinson, he could be a great shooter with them. He could be great playing with Cade. So this team and Jay Bickerstaff, coach of the year candidate, coach of the year, my coach of the year, definitely Jay Bickerstaff. Now this team could be a 3rd seed. How the East is, they could be a 4th seed, but I'm putting 4th seed right now with the Pistons. It could change. I'm a big Pistons player, big Pistons. I'm saying I'm big high on Pistons right now. I think Pistons, who are one of the worst teams the 2 seasons ago, and I made it to the 6th seed. It could have made a 4th seed and won 44 games. I'm thinking to myself, yes, this team could be a more rising. This team right here, they're going to be promising. Watch out for Pistons, most definitely. So, top 4, Pistons. I think right now, I said in my last video, I don't trust the other top two teams I said right now. I'm going to say reason on. We're going to say later on in the video. But Pistons could be scary and beat them. I said in my last video they could. I can see them make it to the finals. I can see them make it to the conference finals at least. If they keep doing what they're doing. I don't want best case scenario because three Pistons are right there. Now, top three. Can we have top three right here? I think you got to know who top three is. Now, people might say this is biased because this is my favorite team and stuff, but no, it's not a bias. We all saw the best player on the court right now. I know he tore his ACL. Speedy recovery for him. My best player, a favorite player on the court. But he might be coming back by January. Jaylen Brown look like he's gonna be MVP and gonna be MVP conversation. Pitcher look like he's gonna be an all-star. Derek White look like he's gonna be an all-star. You got Joe Mazzulla, who one of the best coaches. So you're telling me Celtics gonna be a top? You're telling me Celtics? Yes, they lost Drew Holiday. I get it. Yes, they lost Porzingis. I get that. Yes, they lost Luke Cornett. I get that. They lost 3 players and Al Horford. I get that. You lost 4 players, but you're telling me they're gonna just say, "Hey, man, we lost everybody else, so we're just gonna take this year. We're just gonna give up this year." I don't see that happening for the Celtics. And to me, they have a second best player. Derek White is going to be an all-star this year. Derek White, I feel like, could be all-star this year. And F.P. Simons? Oh, definitely going to be scary. Look, F.P. Simons is a bucket. I love his game on Portland. I love his game from Portland. He is a bucket getter. He's going to be fit perfect with the Celtics. And to me, when you have Brad Stevens, I feel like you're going to make one of the best trades. I trust Brad Stevens. So, he brought Porzingis to us. He brought Drew Holiday to us, who was one of the best trades for us and stuff. So, and he brought Jason Tatum, he brought Jalen Brown, Brad Stevens. So, I think he's going to do another trade. You have Bear Simon, I get that. I think he could have a good year. You have Hugo Gonzalez, I get that. Yeah, he's going to have a good year. Luke Gauze off the bench. You have Chris Pauser off the bench. And Tim Hauser, you still have a good bench. Like, they could be a third seed. You can't tell me no reason why. Yes, the front court a little bit iffy, but I can quit to say and the NQ can have a good year with a top 3 seed. Jalen Brown, I feel like could be an MVP conversation. Show us that he could show us why he thought as MVP he was. Show us why he was that guy. I could see that this year. I could see a lot of good stuff for Pistons Boston. I just don't see them be a top 6 seed. I don't see them be 7th. I don't see them just say, "Hey, man, we're going to just give up." I don't see that happening. I see them be top 3. I'm going big and high on the Celtics. Not because they're my favorite team, but it just goes with a lot of things right there. There are a lot of questions with other teams than Boston. So I got to say Boston number 3. And I had to also add, Jason Tatum going to come back and look like to January. No, they're going to say he 100%. He going to try to go to 100% recovery and stuff. I get that. Speedy recovery for Jason Tatum. Get that. My favorite player. But looking good out there. He looking good out there. I feel like if he could come back by All-Star break in January, you tell me there's no reason why Celtics cannot be top 3. There's no reason why Celtics cannot be top 3. Like, come on now. Make no sense. When you have one of the best coaches, when you have one of the best GMs, and Jalen Brown, I feel like could have one of the best years this year. I can see him averaging 26 this year. When he averaged, I'm saying, 2022. In 2023, I mean. He averaged that much. So this year could remind me of 2022 team. So this year, I got to say Celtics top 3. Definitely top 3 for Celtics. Mitch Robinson. Can Mitch Robinson probably be healthy during the season and in the playoffs? Because he wasn't healthy during the playoffs at all. So that's the one thing that you want to compensate. Because this is the year that the Knicks could have. The Knicks could have this year. They can have this year to make to the finals. If everything go right, they can have this year. But I don't know. Because you're able to all play great in the playoffs, but I don't know if I can trust your other players, but I'm sorry. So, could this be the year for the Knicks? I don't think so. I don't know yet. We gotta wait and see. But hey, Knicks top 2, yes. Knicks are gonna be top 2. I think they got an amazing season. They got an awesome season this year. And Matt Brown might be a coach of year candidate. But I don't see the going far. I don't know. Because I don't know if I can trust other players and stuff. Stay through with this other team. Number 1, the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs are my number 1 seed and stuff. Like, hear me out. The Cavs are a great team. They brought the same team back. I think they won the 4 games again. They got a good coach, Kenny Atkinson. I think they're gonna win that game. Not win the East, but be the first seed in the East. So I bet you're gonna have MVP. I feel like and Mobley could be pop. Everyone could Mobley could be crazy this year. I think he could win another defensive player of the year. I like the addition of the ball. I like that. But hear me out. Darius Garland, you're out now. We don't know for how long, but you're out. Speedy recovery, you're out. Can he stay healthy to the playoffs? Because I'm tired of it. You guys say he's a top 10 point guard. Show it. Because he been out every playoffs. Every single time the Cavs make the playoffs, he be out. And he hadn't stepped up in the playoffs. So I need him to step up. That's the only thing I'm questionable about him. And then my thing is, can the other players step up other than Don Mitchell? That's the other question too. Could the other role players like DeAndre Hunter, everybody else can step up? If they could, the Cavs could make it to the finals. The Cavs could win the championship. Then other than 2016. But if they're not going to make it that far, they're not. So they don't want the best offense, but the Cavs, I don't know if I can trust them. But this is my standings for the NBA season this year for the East. What's your standing for the NBA season? Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys say it too high or too low for any of these teams? Do you like where I put your favorite team? Tell me down below. Before I go to like, comment, subscribe, Jl'hoops notifications on, and follow me on social media, South Pole. You guys have a great day. I'm out.